Right, you're very welcome back. Summer, maybe it is kind of over, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Sorry,
guys.
Anyway, there's still
It's cheery. It's cheery, we
plenty
swear.
of plants out there at the moment.
Oh, geez, summer's over. That was terrible. Here to tell us more about the Borage plant. It is Forager Feebee. Foreign. Hello, my love.
Guys? And I do agree. Like, I feel like the immersion of the country has been turned off.
Yeah.
This morning, I was like, oh no, I'm back into my heavy
Give me an old
clothes.
jumper.
Yeah.
What's
Rain
that
over the
coming out?
weekend, it's just back with a bang,
I
really,
know,
wasn't it?
but as a result, like, because we've had all that rain, like, the trees are heavy with fruit. So you'll see lots of haws, lots of hips, lots of sloes, damsons, loads of goodness growing on trees. And I always find, well, it's kind of a bit of a myth, but if the trees are heavy, it means that we've got a hard winter ahead of us.
A hard winter ahead of us.
And that's
Really?
because the trees are giving lots to the birds, to the animals, to let them bulk up for winter. So not going to be the bearer of bad news. But let's just see.
She just dropped that in there, didn't she? That's it.
Lots of haws and hips and sloes, did you say?
Sloes, damsons, and all the blackberries as well. So
there's
the trees
apples.
when the trees are heavy, it's usually a sign that it's nature giving to the animals to
feeding
let them
the
bulk up.
birds.
Derek, we're bringing Phoebe in every morning with you. We're just going to look at a tree and see what the day is going to be
And
like.
the new almanac. Anyway,
We need
so
to bulk
I'm
up.
going to talk about borage, and this is actually one that I have found in my garden. Now, it's not one that you'll find absolutely everywhere, but the birds will actually drop this into your garden by seeds. So I found 3 of these in my front garden, and I was like, oh, well, they're going into pots now because I'm going to just nurture them.
Okay.
And it's called borage, and they have this beautiful blue star flower on them. So really, really vibrant flower on them. They're called borage because from the Gaelic borach, which means courage. Right.
Okay.
So, and that name was given to plants. You know, plants, they were given names by things, by how people used them.
Yeah.
And this was a plant that would have been used like by warriors way throughout history when they were going into battle because they believed that this plant gave them courage. That's what they felt. So when they were using this plant, they felt that they got a bit bumped up and strong and brave.
Okay.
And
the original human growth hormone.
Right, okay.
But the thing is, there's rhyme and reason to this. So they would drink like a ceremonial tea of it. They would sew these pretty flowers into their armour, into their clothes. So they really, really believed in this. The thing is, nowadays we have the studies to show what this plant actually does. And there is so many studies that show that this plant has a massive effect on your adrenal glands, which is your adrenaline source.
Okay.
Right. And what do you mean? What does it do?
So what it does is it actually massively affects your fight or flight responses.
Okay.
And your energy levels.
Gives you courage.
Gives you courage. So borage for courage. So that's the thing. I love this whole idea of how they really listened to how it made their body feel. And now we have the studies to say, actually, they were right.
So do they eat the leaves or the plants
So
or the flowers?
So the young leaves on it are actually edible. Now, if you have a feel of them there, Tommy, they're kind of a little bit spiky. So they can be a bit fibrous, but they are actually edible in salads and stuff like that. But as they get older, they're going to get a bit more bristly.
Okay.
But the flowers are completely edible as well. They've got a very unusual type of flower head on them. They almost look like little aliens.
They
I always
do.
find
They're
them.
Fluffy.
gorgeous.
Little alien pom-poms. But this flower as well, this beautiful blue flower, like the colour of it is so vibrant. It's such an indigo colour. But this flower kind of features in a lot of things in our lives because you will have seen this colour in a lot of Renaissance art because this is the colour that Renaissance artists were inspired by when painting Our Lady's sash.
Oh,
So, you know, any of the paintings or the statues of her, and she has this beautiful blue coloured sash on her. They didn't have photographs. They didn't know what she was wearing. But they were inspired by this colour and said, this looks actually very royal.
Like
and
borage.
very-
Yeah.
Do you know what she needs in her
She needs
sash?
a bowl.
Bit of borage.
Some borage on
Borage.
it. Yeah, absolutely.
I said to my mum that I'm bringing in borage. Like, porridge?
I know.
I
Well,
know.
this,
That's what
so
we
when
thought.
would you pick it?
Now is the time. When it comes into flower like this is the
Okay.
time. And realistically, all you're going to really need is the flower.
Okay.
So, like, you can see they've got lots of flower heads, so it will bloom lots of
And
different
what are
little
you
flowers.
doing with it?
And I'm going to show you how to make a little drink, and a very, very easy one.
Okay, how do we do it?
That you can use to, and this is what this is going to do. It's going to bump up your adrenal glands. If you're tired, you know, when you're even working. People of Ireland, we work, and then we're like, I feel a bit fatigued.
Feel a bit down.
Get the borage
Feeling
into you.
a bit
right.
drained.
Who needs vitamin C or anything else? Just get
Lock the
borage.
borage into you. Yeah.
Okay, so go on.
Borage for your breakfast and then the borage afterwards.
Go on,
so
tell
you're
us
literally
more.
going to throw them into your borage flowers. You're going to put them into your little glass, or you can make this into a tea as well.
Okay.
They don't have a huge amount of flavour to them. Some people will say that borage leaves will have a flavour of cucumber.
Okay.
So, you know, like I always like to then complement with that flavour. Add in some
A little bit of cucumber.
cucumber.
That's why this
let's
has
Let's bulk up those little flavours as well. And then like that again, if you want to, you can add in a little bit of honey. That's great for you as well. Or add in some lemon. So this is like your morning drink, right? If you're tired in the morning.
So you're kind of substituting the taste of the Borage for nicer flavours.
Well, it's just bumping up the flavour. It's not really going to have... And then you're going to add in some... I always do it with sparkling water. If you're someone who's a bit...
Is that going to infuse?
It will infuse over about 10 minutes. So you're going to leave for about 10 minutes, but you guys are going to taste it as it is because it's not going to taste any different. But also, if you're someone who doesn't like the bits... I actually brought these because Alan doesn't like bits.
Yeah, that's
so what you can do is you can put them into the likes of little civvy things, and then you can drink it. But look how pretty they are.
I mean, this could be a gin and tonic.
100%, and a lot of people will actually use them in cocktails and also in for decorating flowers or decorating cakes because those beautiful blue flowers sit there.
If you need a bit of courage to go chat somebody up,
like,
get the Borage into
you can freeze those little flowers into ice cubes, and then when you're having your little cocktails,
but Erin would probably use these on cakes and stuff like that, wouldn't she? If it's edible.
Oh, Erin Bunting. Yeah, she would do. Yeah, absolutely. Look
at
the colour. It's lovely.
It's a bit Meghan Markle-y. Do you know what I mean?
No, don't say that. Everyone turns off. Give her a break. Give her a break. I don't understand
Phoebe,
the show.
I'm all over the Borage. It looks good, if anything else, and I feel very courageous.
You're looking like you're ready for battle. Well, I suppose if you were going into battle, you'd want to be all fight and not so much flight.
That's actually just lovely.
It's just a nice, refreshing drink, isn't it? But the fact that as well as that, it's going to bump up those adrenal glands.
Well, what does that mean, bump up?
It's going to give them energy. So when you're working away all the time, your adrenal glands, like the two little glands that sit on top of your kidneys.
Yeah.
And when you're working all the time, these two little guys are working like Billy O to keep you full of adrenaline, full of energy. When you work too hard, they start to slow down. So this helps them to start working away again.
Okay, I love it. Phoebe, where can people find you?
Forager.ie on Instagram and on my website, forager.ie. And I'm chatting about plants all day long.
And
get out there and get your Borage.
And if you're at home wondering, she is wearing boob earrings. So that's
wouldn't be like me.
Wouldn't be like you to wear something like that. Phoebe, thank you so much for all of that. Thank you.
If you do have a problem with your adrenal gland, please do speak to your GP. Now, coming up on tomorrow's show, best-selling author Celia Hearn is here with the inside scoop on her latest novel.
From seasonal sniffles to frightening flus, Dr. Brian King talks back to school illnesses.
Plus, Karen Coster is back. She returns to Downton Abbey. Again, there you go. We're going to hear more. Who else
was she walking with on Dunleary Pier?
Lots more still to come or tomorrow from 7. We'll see you in the morning.
Bye.
Have a great day.
See ya.